And a call for civil disobedience. This is in Sudan, with rising costs of food, fuel and medicine. People have mobilised through social media and are beginning a nationwide 3-day strike in protest.
Are you in Sudan? If you are, we want to hear from you. Send us your pictures and videos about what you're seeing on the ground, and be sure to add the hashtag AJNewsGrid.
You're with the NewsGrid Live on air and streaming online through YouTube, Facebook Live and at aljazeera.com. Leah Harding's here with us. I've been showing cartoons there. What sort of reaction do we get? Is there a big Twitter community in Sudan? Are they using their social media here?
Definitely a large Twitter community, a very strong conversation going on around this online. I want to show another cartoon. Khalid's not the only one making these. This one is a bit older, but the point stands clear. It's the people using a hashtag social media to fight against the corruption that they're saying is all too prevalent in their lives. The hashtag around this conversation is very long and very detailed. It's here in Arabic. El-Asiyan is the main word here, which is disobedience. It's saying the civil disobedience in Sudan on the first day. So this is the first day of a 3-day protest here, and every single day there will be a new hashtag with this. It's a very long hashtag, but it's something that I wanted to point out to you is very common in this part of the world, especially with Arabic, something that we will be monitoring. But again, Facebook pages up about this. This page has 142,000 members just from today. Very, very active community. And here is what the conversation looks like online. This is following that hashtag that I just told you about the first day of protests around the world. Of course, in Sudan, the most active conversation. But as you notice the heat map here growing in Saudi Arabia, in the Gulf GCC countries, you have a very strong Sudanese diaspora in those countries. A lot of people joining in on that conversation online. 20,000 tweets so far just from today. And I wanted to show you this video also on a Facebook page that I found, just showing you how barren the streets are. This is from a community page on Facebook. Schools shut down, hospitals, different stores. As you can see, very, very few people on the street, if any. Most of these doors are closed. Here's a still picture. This is on Revolution Street. I thought that was significant for you to just see how bare these streets are in the middle of this empty street protest, if you will. If you're in Sudan, we would love to hear from you. You can connect with us with the hashtag AJNewsGrid.
It's more politics than sport, isn't it? Andy, thank you. Over your shoulder is Leah, and I'd like to bring her in because Andy was saying to us there, Leah, how Formula One chases the big bucks and perhaps not so much the social media side of things, but you've got another formula sport which does.
Right, Formula E, Formula Electric, if you will. And they are really trying to chase the young vote, the social media user, and are trying to shift the conversation there to a different type of generation and really trying to generate more of a chatter here online. This is a comparison between the type of fan with Formula One versus Formula E. The main difference between these two types of sport, even though they're both with cars, are with the cars themselves and the speed here. The top speed of Formula One cars, 233 miles an hour. For the Formula E, 137 miles an hour. So there's definitely a push here to try to encourage this new, fun, electric feel while still trying to push the sport on social media, because right now Formula One, the conversation on it online is not doing too well, if you will. The business model itself is on a decline, and there's been a push to get more of this on social media. Here's a Google Trends chart that I put together earlier today. I tweeted out this if you want to have a look. The blue shows you the conversation on Google Trends with Formula One. Formula E here in the red, never even touching the blue. A much softer conversation going on, but a new conversation. And my question to you was if you think the new E model will one day lap its more popular relative. That is the question. Kerry Jamaluddin, he is the Ministry of Sport and Youth in Malaysia. He was explaining here why Malaysia decided to cut their Formula One deal. He said F1 ticket sales were declining, TV viewerships were down, foreign visitors were down because of the visiting countries here, people going there. Returns just not as big, not as popular of a sport, but something that Formula E are doing on the marketing side. They're trying to let their viewers know that there are still crashes going on. Here's one I wanted to show you. Even though the cars are slower, they still spin and flip out of control. This driver was okay, but the Formula E YouTube channel put out the top 5 interesting crashes of their season last year. So they're really trying to pump this up, Kamal.
Nice stuff, Leah. And you're more of a NASCAR girl, though, aren't you?
I'm a bit more of a NASCAR person. Yeah,
Thank you, Leah. At Leah Harding, AJE, if you want to get in touch with Leah.